One of the most important things that you can focus on when you're just beginning your fertility journey, or whether you're rebooting your journey and getting back into focusing on fertility health. For women, the most important thing that you can focus on is blood. Blood is everything for women. In Chinese medicine, we say women are blood, men are qi, which is oxygen. Let's focus on women in this video. If you see a Chinese medical practitioner, we're going to ask you a gazillion questions about blood. And this is why. If you're trying to get pregnant, we want to know when your period's happening, your menstrual cycle's happening, focusing on blood specifically. What color is it? What's the consistency? Is it free flowing? Does it have clots? How much is there of it? Is there a lot? Is there a little bit? Is there spotting? Is it brown in the beginning? Is it brown at the end? Is it bright red? Is it light red? Is it pink? All these colors tell us so much information. And so in turn, we can help you. Ideally, you'd want to have a red, not bright red, not pale. It needs to be red. And then we can see some nourishment, but we also want to know, is there pain? Is your digestion impacted? The flow of blood for women trying to get pregnant, but also women in perimenopause or menopause. Blood moisturizes the body. So if we look at somebody and if you're dehydrated, that your blood, that can create blood stasis. Or if you don't get enough exercise, if you don't breathe deeply, like all of these things can create stagnation or stasis in the body, and that can create blood stasis. There's also blood vacuity. People may call that like a blood deficiency in the body where there just is not enough. Now, how do we fix this? There's so many things to get into, but to keep it simple, first, I recommend start a journal. You want to track every symptom that you're having, or just things that you're like, oh, I noticed this. I noticed I'm spotting brown smear blood for a couple days before my period starts. What does that mean? I notice I'm getting cramps before my cycle starts. That means blood stasis. How do I get rid of that? Or maybe you get some cramping when you start bleeding, or maybe you get cramping at the end of your cycle after. That means there's a deficiency or a vacuity in your system. All these things lead us to help and support you. Now, some people will say, oh, they'll go get acupuncture to work on blood. But here's the thing. You cannot create blood with needles, with acupuncture. You just can't do it. You can move blood. Acupuncture is incredible for pain treatments. Their blood stasis cause pain, or if you have endometriosis. It can help with PCOS. It can help with miscarriages. But really, if you have some kind of a vacuity in your body or deficiency, then the way that acupuncture can help is it improves the function of all the organs in the body. So the ones more specific to fertility health are going to be, in Chinese medical sense, your liver, your spleen, and your kidneys. Now, how do you focus on nourishing your blood at home? That is going to be primarily, I recommend that you focus fertility foods. They are the number one way throughout your day to constantly nourish and move and treat your blood. You can also add in medical grade teas, but there isn't one that's going to fix everybody and everything. So there's like real specific formulas for either the 4 phases of your menstrual cycle, and there's different phases if you're treating or working with fertility health. Then you have to go more specific, and it all depends on the patient or the client. Now, if you want to look at blood stasis or pain, there's things that you can do at home. Again, it's going to be with food and teas and exercise and deep breathing. Obviously, if you're having acute pain, like with endometriosis, then it's harder to feel like you have energy or that you can tolerate any type of exercise. Ideally, you would exercise preventatively. Instead of once you're in a flare-up, then you'd look at more like drinking or grating up fresh ginger and fresh turmeric tea, and then steeping that for 10 minutes and then sipping on that all day. I would do that even when you're feeling well. And then that will help with inflammation and circulation in the body to allow you to exercise daily on a regular basis, 30 minutes a day. It does not have to be hardcore cardio. But get out in nature. Deep breathing helps move oxygen, pushes the blood in the body. How do we nourish? How do we tonify blood? That is again going to be with food. And I would look at food nourishing. Think like the deep, rich colors and also the deep greens. So you're looking at beets. You're looking at dark leafy greens. You're getting adequate protein throughout the day. All of this will nourish your blood. I hope that's helpful for you. And I will be doing a lot more on blood. Check out the video on fertility diet because that has so many blood nourishing foods. And then also check the comments below. I'm Dr. Gina. I'm offering you access to a 30-day fertility diet cookbook and meal plan. And it's simple, because I selected recipes that are mostly 15 minutes or less in there. And it also comes with a grocery list. And there's other bonuses in there too. But one way to nourish your blood, get that cookbook. I'll see you next time.